Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be unboxing this package I got from an eBay auction seller. So yes, I got this. So yeah, I'm gonna bring out the camera to give you a good view of just how large the box is. It's a it's a decently large box. So I did get this package an from from an eBay seller, and I also got it from the auction thing. So I got it from the one from the auction, and with that, let's get into it. The package itself, it's just an Amazon box. Did not get it from Amazon. It's from eBay. Fast. It says fast delivery is my love language on the side, which, for considering it's saying that, it did get here insanely late, but it's better late than never. So not a whole lot to talk about the box. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. Alright. And I am gonna have to stand up. Just gonna be a second. Okay. With this adjusted, we can then move this closer to the side here, so we can lift up this. And yes, indeed, it is more Hero Factory and Bionicle stuff. It's another Hero Factory lot video. This is... Yeah, and there is a significant amount in here. There's like a little more than 4 pounds of parts in here. Let's set the box aside. And here are the parts. There's 2 large bags of the stuff. So let's move this off to the side for now. So let's go ahead and start with this one right here. Let's go ahead and dump this out. Moving that to the side. So starting off, we do have some more Hero Factory related things. So yeah, starting off, we do have some 1.0 heroes. We do have Furno here with a broken axle inside his fist, and he's missing his head, and he also has some cracked joints. Yeah, that's alright. I already have Furno. Here we have 1.0 Stormer. He's missing his torso, armor, and core. But still pretty cool. Now up next we have Surge. I did see that someone had swapped the cores on these, because officially Furno comes with this clear yellow one, and Surge comes with... No, actually, no, this is how it officially is, because Surge officially comes with the clear yellow core, and Furno comes with the the neon green one. So no, that's how it's supposed to be, never mind. Here we have Breeze. He's also missing her weapons. And and on the topic of Breeze, I am seeing parts from the breakout version of Breeze. So here we have like her lower legs and one of her uh, upper legs, as well as like these booster pieces. It is missing like the gray pieces that are supposed to go on, be attached to this. Well, we'll see if it's in here. This is interesting. This is one of the torso. This is one of the torso things from the like Ben 10 like ultra build like wave. Like so the dark blue one. So I guess this is from Spider Monkey. I guess 5 armor shell in dark gunmetal gray. Here we have one of the Bionicle stars like figures, but seemingly has the mask from that like Titan dude from Bionicle's like 2009 wave, complete with stickers and all. That's interesting. That's cool. And on the topic of Bionicle stars, here we have some. Here we have the Keytorn Shirashi from 2000 from Bionicle Stars. So we do get a little bit of Bionicle Stars in here. Cool. We also seem to have parts for Corroder. He is missing a lot. Here's another one of Corroder's pieces. That's cool. This is interesting. So this portion here is like the shield. It's like the spinny shield piece from Brain Attack Raka. But the only thing is like it even has like the shield holder thing that's normally would be attached to his back. The only thing is that like one of the blade pieces here is broken, but that's like no big deal. That's still pretty cool. And this is like random like this is like seemingly like bits and pieces from both the Brain Attack Rocket and Breakout Bulk. It even has his specially printed armor piece with the gold printing and all. So that's really cool. And we do get some more like I believe this. Here's some classic Bionicle stuff. So I believe this is from the galley from the Mystica wave, I think. And here's like some more random, like more seemingly random J1 Bionicle pieces, as well as a Ben 10 limb piece. So then we have this, which not exactly sure which I know it's from a 1 villain because of the Ben 10 pieces as well as the hero torso. I can only assume this is either. Well, I'm not sure. I know it's a more like Ben 10 pieces, which are nice. Got a random like limb, CCBS limb with the like the marbled black to silver like claw Paraka feet claw pieces. That's nice. This is interesting. So at the end of this tail, we have Fangs' face. We have Fangs' head without the like spears. I'm moving down to the CCBS like neck. We do have some interesting prints, including more printed pieces, as well as the printed piece for I think Drill Dozer. And then we move on to the torso here at the end, and we have 3 translucent neon orange armor pieces, including the one exclusive to Jetbug. That's cool to have. I like it. That's cool. A lot of the joints are squeaky and like tight, a bit too tight. A lot. I do feel, like trying to describe how the joints here are feeling. It kind of feels like these CCBS parts have arthritis, basically. Not trying to be mean to those who actually have arthritis. That's just, to me, what. Yeah, like these bones are crazy. Like when it comes to that. But yeah, like regardless, the parts are super cool. That's gonna be fun to mess around with. Over here we have some bits and pieces from a Core Hunter with the stubby little forearms and all. Missing a lot, but it still has a lot of pieces that are really cool for mock making. That's nice. Here is what appears to be the majority of the leg from Brain Attack Furno XL. So that's cool. This is also really cool. So the majority of this is most definitely from Drill Dozer, and you can tell with the exclusive chest armor. But for the head, he has a yellow 2.0 head with the helmet, Rhino helmet piece from Stormer 3.0. But yeah, that's really cool. That is real cool. Definitely great to mess around with that. And then for here, we have pieces from Explode. Yeah, these are, this is with like, this is like the sort of like skeletal thing, the sort of skeleton of Explode. Yeah, like I sort of recently got in a like complete Explode for my collection. So yeah, having more Explode pieces to like be free in my parts collection, that's also pretty cool. And with that, that is it for the first bag of parts. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and clear this so I can show you everything in the other bag. Okay. Alright. And here is everything. And here is everything from the second bag. The other half of this of this really nice haul. And you can tell why I ended up. You can probably tell why I ended up going through the other bag first, because that one has less things and has less like loose parts and more like complete figures. This one is where we have a lot of like random like bits and pieces. So with that, let's get started. So we have a CCBS limb with like spikes and like paw thing at the end with some armor. That's cool. Over here we do have bits and pieces. We do have a decent portion from Jawblade. So that's going to be interesting. I mean, yeah, like it's not a lot, but I could like definitely like use this to start on like a revamp of like Jawblade because he definitely needs an overhaul like his design does. Here we do get parts from Breakout Raka, including that nice torso print. That's really nice. That's really cool. As well as another one, as well as his head. So there's that. That's gonna be nice to put a Raka together. And here we have a couple of those Explode exclusive. Well, exclusive in this color, but it only comes in one other set. These are Explode's like armor, like spike armor pieces. Those are good. Those are nice to be able to like mess around with in my collection. This is a cool piece. This is definitely one of those like G1 like Bionicle like blade pieces. That's cool. Let's see what else. This is like a weird little like. This is so interesting, like little like CCPS assembly, including like this thing here at the end, which which seems to be like some sort of double gun thing. Very cool. And over here we have something kind of similar. We have something kind of similar to that last one. Only here we have the exclusive printed armor piece from Evo 2.0, so that's nice. We also have Raka 3.0's lion head piece. Moving over to the next things, here we have some like G1 Bionicle like pieces. Very cool. We have this, which is like a bulk a hero 1.0 limb, a couple bone pieces, as well as a couple more of these fangs printed pieces. So that's cool. Ammunition belt thing from Raka. Oh, here's some interesting stuff. So yeah, here's the mask. Here's like the mask from the same Bionicle set where this blade came from. So that's cool. And here we do have these sort of assemblies, like these sort of like assembly pieces from we have these assembly pieces which are from the Raka XL like set from Savage Planet. So that's cool. As well as like Raka's torso armor thing. So we also have like some more Raka pieces. Some Raka more Raka chest plates. I might be able to potentially put together a Raka XL, maybe. I got another like this. Like the thing to point out here is like this bone piece, which is also exclusively from Jetbug, and yeah, some more like bits and pieces from Jetbug. So that's pretty cool. And there's Jawblade's tail. So that's cool. Ooh, one of these. I have a mock that I need that for. And yeah, there's just a whole lot here. I'm probably gonna cut to where I end up like spreading these out and organizing them a little bit more. Okay, so be back in a sec. Okay, so I've spread this out a little bit more, so I was able to go through a little bit more of this. So I found more pieces for Breakout Breeze. So I now can potentially put together a Breakout Breeze. The only like major thing I'm really missing for her is like another one of these round armor attachment pieces, but like that's unfortunate, but like it's a whatever kind of thing. This is really cool. So this is Drodozer's mask helmet piece. And I am glad to see that the axle hasn't broken off, because from what images I saw from this, like it didn't show the axle, so I couldn't tell if it was broken or not. So that's really cool. So I could even like put together like my own take on Drilldozer. That's gonna be fun. We have Raka's gun. That's cool. That's gonna be fun to mess around with. We do get a significant amount of parts and things that aren't Hero Factor or like anything Lego. So we do have a bunch of stuff in here that aren't Lego. I can't really identify where most of the stuff comes from, but these, some of this definitely like seems like Transformers accessories. Like this one has like 5mm posts, ports. There's like panels and stuff for like a jet. This is a Transformer head, I think. Like there's some Transformer stuff in here, so that's neat. That's pretty cool. Yep, that's pretty cool. We got like the holographic, like hologram, like shield pieces from both Raka and Breeze. Tripod knocked over. We got a bunch of like really cool things. We got some parts from Thunder, include his head, a little assembly, as well as at least a couple of his like pincer claw things. So that's gonna be cool. As well as like some like armor pieces with his printing in pretty good condition. That's going to be, yeah, that's going to be really, because I do have Thunder, but not only does he not have his pincer claw, he also doesn't have very good stickers on him. So these would be really good to replace those with. Like this is obviously from some sort of Transformer figure. And we got more of these, so replacing that one on like Rocket. Like here's the other half of that blade piece that I ended up breaking off of Raka's Brain Attack Raka shield. We do have another one of these green pieces. So we do have a pair of both. We have this counter thing from G1 Bionicle. We do have, not only do we have more limbs from like the Ben 10 stuff, but we also have the head from the Spider Monkey. I also want to see if I could like put together a Ben 10 figure, if that's at all possible. If not, the parts are still going to be really useful for mock making. More parts from Jet Raka. That's interesting. We got more parts from Jet Raka. We got whatever this thing is. Seems to be like a amalgamation of like weapon gun pieces into a really nice red wheel piece. Got 2.0 head with the Inferno goggles. They look absolutely silly, but it's not, at least it's nice to get the parts at least. More Giant Bionicle G1 stuff. Really cool stuff. Got another random limb of bones and armor, including the 3.0 print for 3.0 Inferno. There we go. Some more like dark green stuff with a dark green, like this style of foot in dark green. I do have a build that could use that part, so that's gonna be fun. Oh, this one's obviously a Transformer piece. This has the Decepticon logo on it. That's interesting. As well as what I can only assume is the propeller piece from one of the Transformers. It's not a Hero Factory thing. We have this with the like nice like detail, like Grable like armor piece. Not Lego. Yeah, like, we also have like a couple of these pieces in black. That's nice to get in those colors. Ooh, one of these in black. I actually need this for I actually need this for completing my meltdown, because the meltdown I had this part, but the axle broke off. So that's good to good to be able to replace that part now. Some more gold armor shell pieces. I assume these are from Raka. More like random non-Lego things. Even more of these weapon pieces. That's cool. Some Hero 1.0 limbs. This mask. This is cool. Yeah, this is like the scroll mask from Bionicle. Like, that's nice to get. Got a foot piece, an orange foot. I actually do need this for like, yeah, I do need this for another build. So yeah, like, we got some more stuff. A size 5 armor piece in orange. I do need that for a build too. Got a lot of like convenient stuff for my builds. That is really nice. A Bionicle Stars Paraka mask. Cool to get another one of these, I guess. Like, yeah, like overall, there's just so much here to work with. Like, yeah, that's big. Oh, here's a leg from Raka. Some more. Ooh, these are interesting. So this is obviously Transformers. This is like a piece from I guess some sort of red repaint of the Red Alert figure. Huh, that's interesting. We also got some spike pieces from Core Hunter. Got some more of them here. Cool. As well as a couple of these pieces from these like sort of green fire pieces from Toxic Reaper. That's really cool. And one of them is like they're both like really nice to get, but one of them is like in a really nice condition. That's really nice. Like, I don't need like these for I have the Toxic Reaper I have has these, but one of them is kind of like chewed up at the end, so it is nice to be able to replace that if I want. Got like rocket piece, spear. Got some more spikes from like Brain Attack Rocket. There is just so much here. More like, oh, this is the axle piece from Explode. Only the axle, just like the armor piece from Explode, only the axle is broken off. That's unfortunate, but I'm sure I can still use this in some way. I have a feeling that like I have a bunch of like these kind of like this stuff that's meant to go together. So that'd be interesting if I could be able to make something with this. Yeah, this piece from Thunder. Another 2.0 headgear. This is Surge's. Yeah, Breeze's gun. As well as the other half. Yeah, like I have a like large amount of stuff from Breeze. And look, next 2.0 like printed armor. Now there's a lot of great stuff in here. We have these pieces, armor attachments, both in gunmetal and some in the silver that came with Jawblade, as well as one of Jawblade's little arms. And everything else in here is more like random, like miscellaneous things from from either Hero Factory, Classic Bionicle, or like random things from other places that aren't even Lego. Overall, there is a yeah. I'm gonna like go ahead and like tidy this up so I can Go ahead and wrap this up. All right, so there is everything like more or less like tidied up in one big pile. Well, I also have the stuff. I also have the yeah. I also have like the other stuff in the box. But yeah, like there's that. Overall, this has been a very large and very yeah, this has been like a very large like income of Hero Factory related pieces. And yeah, and there's like a whole lot of stuff in here that is actually like really useful for that's really like convenient for my builds right now. Like I have a lot of pieces in here that is needed for things I'm currently working on, like the orange foot piece, the like the breeze parts, uh, also like the size 5 armor piece, which is somewhere in here. Forget where. Oh yeah, and yeah, we also have Stringer's gun in here, and it even has the axle intact. That's going to be interesting to mess around with. And there's also like a bunch of stuff that that I've needed to like restore some of my stuff. So yeah, like something I found out, like this green spike piece, I need this for my 2.0 Surge. That's nice to get, as well as like more size 3 armor pieces in yellow for like my Evo. I also got like more stuff to like that I could potentially like restore. Like I could potentially